Okay, welcome to this video. Sorry I couldn't be with you in person last time, but I thought I'd show you this video of some useful apps I've been using on my iPad. The first I want to talk to you about is this one, Evernote. Evernote is amazing. It lets you take all kinds of notes and it uploads them to an online server so that you can access them from your computer, from your iPad, from your work computer, from your phone, whatever you need to do. Now, the beauty of Evernote is this. Let's see. Take a look at my notebooks. I've created one for my class, one for Nesbitt's class. Go into Nesbitt's class and I have all my students here. Go to Ethan. Here's something that Ethan did the other day. We have his journal, his oral journal. So what I did is I took a picture of it, and then I recorded Ethan reading back what he had written. Now, after that, I can actually send that, using this button, to his parents, and they can see exactly how Ethan is doing in class. Let's take a listen here.
Boy and girl, they went to the apple orchard. They were picking apples. Ethan and Taylor Ann love picking apples. And Ethan plays with Taylor Ann, and Taylor Ann plays with Ethan. They were best friends forever.
So as you can see, this is quite amazing for parents to see exactly what's happening in the classroom. And it allows us to provide a very detailed record of a student's progress. Here we have another scary story by Ethan. Again, I took a picture of the story. I recorded him reading it. That's Evernote. Evernote is made by a company that also makes the second one down here, Penultimate. Now, Penultimate is very similar to Evernote in the sense that you can make student books, but what Penultimate allows you to do is write with a stylus pen. So using this, I take very quick notes on my students that I can just write blah 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 blah. I can email these notes, I can send them to Evernote, and I can just keep them as anecdotals for when I need them later. Now, one thing you have to realize with an iPad is that it doesn't really have a hard drive you can access, so you need to use a Dropbox, which is an online hard drive. So what I can do with this Dropbox, I sign up for the service, it's free, and I can send anything I want to the Dropbox. Now what happens with this is that when I log on my computer, I can access anything on my Dropbox. So this Dropbox goes really well with my next thing, TurboScan. TurboScan, here's what I use this for. I take a picture of something in my binder, something I want to copy out. So in this, it was a little grammar piece. What is a sentence? I take that, I photocopy it, I scan it, it turns it into a PDF, and then I send it to my Dropbox. Then I can go to my Dropbox on my computer at school, and I can print it directly to the Xerox, and I can send off 32 copies and pick them up when I need to. Never have to go in, never have to stand in line. It's all here. If I need it again, print it off, I just send it back. Another thing you can do with the TurboScan is you can scan a document and then use it as an editable PDF. What I use that for is I plug it into my projector and I write on it in front of the class when we're counting, when we're doing math, and they can see this. What I'd always have them do is I'd have the students with this paper in front of them, I would have this on the projector, and I would be writing and making notes as necessary. Let's see, what else do we have? Jotter. Jotter is very useful with a pen. It allows you to draw anything. Here's our 8 times tables. 8 times 2 is 8 plus 8 equals. You can project this onto the screen. You can have kids come up. You can have kids answer things on their own. Very, very useful. Gradebook Pro, the last one. Gradebook Pro is, I think you had to pay for this, but what you can do with the Gradebook Pro is you can make class lists. So here I have my two classes, 202 and 203. Let's take a look at 203 language. Here's all my students on the outside. Here's some assignments. Here's our average mark. Here's our weighting. So we'll look at journal, Thanksgiving journal. Click this, and then I can grade them. So Amin, he had a 7.5. Anaya, she had an 8. Ben A had a 7. Goes through, here's your grade percentage. Done like that. Down on the bottom, manage and action. This is where you create an assignment that you can mark. So you give an assignment name, you tell it how many points to award. Is it out of 10? Is it out of 4? What do you need? Make any notes as necessary. Take a look at some assignments we did already. Assignments here. Okay, journal Thanksgiving. Out of 10, this was the date it was done. Here's some notes on it. 8 sentences I am thankful for with a few suggestions. That's what the students had to do. When we look back on how they did, Jewish Journal Thanksgiving, these are their marks. This is how they did. This who wasn't done. Some notes I made while marking. Lots of mixed up letters and words. I go back to that assignment. I can see the mix up. I can correlate between those two. So really, what do we have? That's about it. Obviously Pages comes with an iPad. It's your word processor. You're going to need that. Have all my documents here. I can make them. I can send them to my Dropbox. I can print them off to the Xerox, as many as I need. Those are the apps that I find most useful. Those are the apps I use on a daily basis. Those are the apps that I'm not even sure I could function with if I didn't have any more. So as you can see, really useful stuff. If you have any questions, please come see me whenever you need to. Thanks.